Hey, what's up, guys? Brock here. Celebrating the release of the Dark Knight Rises, which is going to be coming out very soon. Next month, we will be seeing Bane hopefully breaking the bat, because from the looks of the trailer and the overall premise of the movie, I think they're taking it from Nightfall, but I could be wrong. But, Nightfall is my favorite Batman comic book story arc of all time. It's probably one of my favorites still to this day. And I simply love the character of Bane. Bane is probably my favorite DC character ever. Better than Batman in my book, but he's definitely my favorite of the Batman villains. I just am a huge fan of Bane. I am crazy enough that I have to admit that I actually made a Bane costume, and you guys have seen my review on the DC superheroes Bane figure that I did, the variant with the army pants. That's in my videos. I'll put a link in the description below to that video. I'm not a big fan of that review anyway. That's when I have my shitty camera. I'm going to re-review him though, just for the sake of the release of The Dark Knight Rises. But this guy I've been meaning to review for a long time. I already took him out of the packaging and everything, but if you guys are familiar with the video game Batman Arkham City, Bane does make an appearance in that game. But this is from Arkham Asylum, and this is from the DC Direct series that actually came out based on the first game. They released a crap ton of figures, and this I didn't really like. I really wasn't that interested in this set. I really just wanted this guy and the Batman. There are a few other figures I was kind of wanting to get, but I'm really more excited about Arkham City, because that actually has characters I actually like. Like, it has Mr. Freeze, has Two-Face, has Tim Drake's Robin, Catwoman, so it's Hush. So just from looking at the series, I am a huge fan of those figures. I will probably be picking up a couple of those, and I might review those too. But pertaining to this guy from Arkham City, we have here, or Arkham Asylum, excuse me, we have Bane, and I gotta say, this is without a doubt one of my favorite Bane figures ever. We're going to take a look at the face here. Intimidating looking face. Really wasn't a big fan of his overall mask design. It looks similar to what he has in the comics, but it's a much bigger white design. Never really liked how they showed his eyes and his mouth. I never really found that, I liked how it was the red eyes and then there was nothing here. But I guess they couldn't really display, how crazy this bastard looks. I really like the detail on him, actually, overall. They did a really nice job. You can see the green veins that are pumping the venom through his body. This huge venom tube container that's on his back here, with these hazard logo paintings. It's just crazy device. Look at all the venom pumping into him. Now, when you get this figure, this is going to be a separate piece, and you can see it's already popping off. What you're going to do first, I'm going to pop these off and show you how it comes to you. Because the figure is going to come packaged like this, kind of closed up like that, and you're going to have to peg this venom pack onto his back. So what it is there's this peg right there, and then there's this piece here, and that goes right into the hole in this bag, if you could see that hole. So you just clock it on like this, and then you just connect where you can pretty much put the tubes wherever you kind of want, I guess, but really just peg this one here, peg this one here, and then the two, peg one here, and the other one goes here. Now, my Bane is actually, as a matter of fact, missing a tube. One that's supposed to go here and connect to this piece here. But it's very unnoticeable, because there's so much going on with him, you don't really pay attention to that. Like I said, the detail is exquisite on this bastard. I mean, this is one of my favorite portions of the detail on him. This device is actually connected to this piece here that's engraved into his back. You can see the irritation of his skin, which they did a really good job. Really nice job there. The muscle detail is amazing. Nice shading on him here. I do like how his pants are kind of torn up at the bottom. You can see it's all dirty and such. His feet are messed. They actually went ahead and detailed underneath his feet too, which they really didn't have to. Most figure companies don't even do that. They'll just have, like, you know, that one solid piece with, like, you know, where it was made and stuff. But they actually went ahead and sculpted his feet at the bottom too. And you can see the nice detail of the veins in his feet as well. And they're like dirty, which I really like. Yeah, that same Hazard logo look on his shackles on his legs there. Now, articulation. Well, now, Bane is the one figure in this set that I'm going to have to say is more of a display item. Now, when I say that is because they put a lot more just into initial detail than they did with the articulation. But for a figure like him, he has decent articulation. Now, let me just say one thing. This figure is hunched over. He is in this pose, so Batman is going to look taller than him, but the sheer fact that he's bent over and he comes up to Batman about here just goes to show you how tall he really is if he were to stand up. Also want to point out that this belt is actually not the same belt he has in the comics. I'm pretty sure it pertains to whatever everything else is here, but it does have that same circular belt buckle looking thing. I just want to say also that these do not pop out. You don't have to worry about these, but when it comes to articulation, I'm going to start with the wrists. You can't rotate that. You can rotate them all the way around, but this hand can't rotate actually. Its fist here doesn't go anywhere. This can, but if you go too much, you're probably going to end up ripping this out, and it's not a good thing. I already made the mistake of doing of somehow this ripped out. I was playing around with it, and I had to glue this piece back in here because this was one piece itself. Now, keep in mind, if you move them around too much, these tubes are going to pop off, which is why I say this guy's more of a display item. In his articulation, his head can rotate all the way around. Of course, these will pop out, so his head can go look up and down. It can go side to side. I'm also not a fan of how it's not really a full mask. It's like a face mask. That's kind of like locked onto him. So this might actually be like a cloth mask like it usually is. It might be like a metal piece, if I do remember correctly. Now, yeah, there's the articulation in the head. He has full waist rotation. Arms are on a ball joint, so they can rotate 360 all the way around. But also keep in mind that the tubes will pop off. The only way you're going to get that full range of motion is if you take these off, or this entire backpack off itself. Arms can rotate around. They can go in and out. Like I said, same with this arm, and this wrist does have full 360 rotation, but it's going to be hindered by these, and you're going to end up ripping those out if you're not careful. Legs do not go forward and back or in and out. They are only articulations at the thigh, so the thigh can rotate 360. That's all you're going to get out of him. So if you want to sit him Indian style, that's all you're going to get. But Bane looks stupid Indian style. There's nothing in the feet. Actually, yes, there is rotation in the feet. The feet can fully rotate, both feet. And yeah, as a Bane fan, I was stoked to pick this figure up. This is easily one of the best Bane figures in a long time. Hoping to get a good review out of the Dark Knight Rises Bane, because that'll be coming up shortly. But I gotta give him a 5 out of 5. This is an excellent figure. It's amazing for any DC collector, or DC director, anything. If you're a Bane fan, it's no question you should own this. He's a great display piece. He is a great figure, actually, and I do highly recommend him. Like I said, a 5 out of 5. DC Directs Batman Arkham Asylum Bane. check him out, guys, if you haven't. And more Bane reviews to come, and I will get back on my Avengers reviews, don't you worry. AntiBrock, signing out.